Hey there, fellow crew. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey Grav Runners. Episode 20. Did we become bounty hunters? So, 8 hours I will consider going to the Ancient Danger. We can already launch again. And the other thing is, like, we don't have tons of chem fuel, but we have loaded up some. Yeah, shuttles are, like, honestly super overpowered. They're stupid overpowered, and I love them. They're incredible. You can even use them for raids. You know, if you have, like, if you have an attack site or something, you can launch and land on your local tile. It's just a really powerful tool. So we got both pilot assistance. And then the next thing we really want is a leg. So I'll have Klein start making a leg for Puig. So technically speaking, Puig could benefit from an arm and a leg. Klein or Runloth could benefit from a leg, and then from there it's just like better than vanilla. I do see that we're running low on plasteel though, so keeping that in mind. Alright, crew. Wow, that leg's going quick. Well, Klein is really capable, I guess. Yeah, I know, it's an ancient danger. I am in power negative. That would be something nice to have, which would be another Grav power cell. We can start chasing those down soon. Alright, maybe tomorrow morning I will do the Ancient Danger clearing. So that, because no matter what the enemies are in here, they're going to have the benefit of light level if I attack them now. But fuel levels are going back up. Much, much, much faster than I thought it would be, actually. Some of the mood modifiers are already done, the shorter ones, so Good and Glitch will be in better spirits. You bet it's the TV that they rated me for? Is that what you were saying? TV also takes a lot of power, too. Alright, it is light out enough. Let's do it. Bugs. That ain't too hard. Let's break this section here, exposing them to 3 turrets. Stand here. And, I mean, no problem. We also got a soother out of that, which is kind of nice. I could turn them into chem fuel, but, like, whatever. Runloth. Let's get some jelly and the soother. There was no hermetic crate in here, which I feel kind of robbed. But yeah, whatever. So at this point, we are just trying to get as much chem fuel as we can. But I don't necessarily need to top up. Again, the idea is we're going to go up to space, clear this bounty, and then work our way. Then at that point, you guys can decide whether I'm actually trying to go to the survey site, which I think would be a good idea. given that as a fuel optimizer, that would be really nice. Or like Grav Core or something else. But that's the plan. And given the time on that survey quest, I think moving sooner than later is important. I don't generally bother with ancient soldiers. They can have armor, but it's more effort than it's worth most of the time. What I could do is like have someone ready to have like Runeloth hit it and then be ready to flee quickly. I can see that because we can be ready to launch at a moment's notice. Don't take that. So let's repair the turrets and then maybe pop them open. But the soldiers themselves almost never have anything worth it unless you're like desperate for gold or plasteel, which we aren't. One of the nice things about having turrets on the front is like you can just park your ship pointed towards danger and it's just like, well, yep, it's no problem. All right, so everybody stay within the vacuum safe except for Runeloth. Runeloth, you are going to open up the caskets. And then we'll jump if we want to jump. So I'm just breaking down some of the walls. Oh, Pierogi, you should probably be in vacuum safe ship. Go to max range. Pop it. There are a bunch of go juice in it. Well, actually, a lot of them are naked. Only one of them has, like, armor. Oh, two of them have armor. But, yeah, not a fight worth taking, in other words. So, let's get out of here. Head to our bounty hunt. Flak jacket, no pants. He's a flasher. That's why I was locked up in crypto. Crypto sleep caskets. Okay, where to head to next? Ancient Soldiers, Satellite, Survey, Grav Core, my choice. There you go. And a little reminder, this is the bounty. So, the quest that we're on right now, ex-husband of... Well, it's ex-husband, I guess it doesn't really matter. Is, we're trying to kill someone named Brown for the other pilot sub-persona core. Your ship can only benefit from 2 of these. So this is the last core we'll need, unless, of course, we, like, die or something. I'm going to point my ship towards hostiles, like this. It's also useful to note, I wanted my engines to be pathable in case they had breakdowns, because I could thruster crash here. No, we're fine. No issues at all. Perfect. Powering down everything that shouldn't be powered up. I hope that's a bug, considered a bug, and they'll fix it. Let's recapture the heat generated by the power gens. Obviously we have a turret and hunter mine combo like right here. Come on, blow it up. Puik only has 1 leg, dude. Thank you. And then before the raiders agree to try to murder us, let's don our suits so that we can actually go outside. So I'm going to wake everyone up and force wear the vac suits, because having the option of being able to work in space is kind of important. Oh, they are attacking. Oh, I did that correctly then. Quick standby for the shield gen. And then everyone else into position. So the shield generator is both timed and also hit pointed, which is why I'm like waiting to the last second. Although with that said, almost always it runs out of HP before it runs out of time. It is got 360 HP left. So what I try to do, and this might not be the most efficient way of doing it, having like a door right here would be more efficient so we could go in and out quickly. What I'm trying to do is like clear as much of the threat as possible while the shields are up, and then fall back behind the, you know, behind cover before timer's up. But in this case, I think we're going to be able to like near full clear before shields pop, because the shield has 26 energy left. All right, let's get to cover. There it goes. Shield broke. Switch sides. Hi, Bobo. Yep, just keep firing at Puig. It's fine. Hey, Brown, guess what? I can turn those back on. Enjoy. Bobo turns into a nice liquid. And Brown is the one that we're actually bounty hunting. And he is about to get killed. I'm going to send everyone else back into the ship, because now it's Runloth's job of cleaning up. Quest is done, and here is our core. Our other piloting core. Our piloting skill, once we're done with this, is going to be incredible. So, dumping stockpile will be down here for corpses. Let's go ahead and do the strippage. So, allow all. Everyone is going to be zone restricted. And I'm doing this so that no one has to see big old buckets of dead bodies. I also need to be careful about passing in front of that turret. I'm a little worried some of these corpse strippings will put me... No, I guess the turret never saw me. Once the bodies are out of the way, I'll have Puig destroy that turret. What was the relationship? An ex-husband. So, dumb matter. They kind of hated one another. Alright, you guys wanted to be my choice. So my choice is to go to the fuel survey site. That seems to be the nicest next target. Will be the front of the ship? Technically this? Sorta? I don't know. It's hard to measure. Now in terms of their weapons, I didn't see anything of like good quality, so I'm going to leave them all there. Are our pets in vacuum? Bad, they die. So don't let them leave your ship. And they're not smart enough not to like kill themselves, so you gotta tell them not to kill themselves. Alright, bodies are cleared. Now Puig can, everyone is going to be given a new zone. But I don't want them going freely everywhere, because it's not all safe. Give the fox a starsuit, call him Star Fox. And then he'll, like, tell you to do barrel rolls. It would get weird. Runloth, would you kindly Clear that corpse. Oh, no, 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 get inside. So this is orbital debris. Orbital debris, anything that is not under a roof can potentially be targeted. In fact, one could argue that I should, like, roof up my own passenger shuttle. I'm not sure the passenger shuttle's... Ouch! Ouch! Man, the ship got hit hard. Okay, that sucked. My reward is still outside? No, it's right here. It's inside now. It was outside until a moment ago. Does the shuttle work in orbit? Yeah, it sure does. In fact, it even says so in the research, I think. Yeah, or to reach orbit. So the game already tells you that it is orbit ready. Alright, quick. Time to go through this. And current priority is strip, resource, strip the bounty station. Okay, shield belt still has juice on it. Nice. I should try to make a nicer shield belt so it's got a bigger hit point pool. That way, a single hunter mine doesn't have a chance to deplete it. Which would be nice. Okay, that's another body for Ruinloth to deal with once he's up in the morning. Turrets! We've got 3. So, Turtle, you can return back. No, don't go through there. Dead body in there. You never got orbital debris? It's not all that rare, no. If you're in orbit, you're going to get it. It's pretty common. In my experience. Especially if you are on an asteroid. Comes down real frequently. Alright, Puig has neutralized the turrets we know about. It's technically not safe for him to be doing this exactly, because, like, there's a chance for, like, wasp traps to be here, and they would hurt. But I'm just, for time efficiency, I figure, why not? Inspired taming. Well, you're in space. I don't think there's going to be much use for that at the moment. No, don't go that way. Ruinloth has a lot of corpse work to do. And then Glitch or Klein has some hacking to do. We'll be stuck seeing that body. So Puig, that's as much as you could do at the moment. Good job. So now I'm going to forbid the doors that lead to traps. Unforbid everything else, and have a Ruinloth, once he's up, haul the remaining corpses. Oh, that is a lot of smeltable armor, is it not? Let's get smelting. Pretty good source of plasteel. Like a really non-traditional, but really good source of plasteel. Ooh, I think that's better armor than what you have on. Yeah, so let's switch up. I'm going to have Ruin Loft on this marine armor, which is higher quality and more HP. You don't need recreation. Just keep working. Mr. Glitch. I am going to unrestrict you and have you hack some of these doors. I also like the vacuum visual tech, the vacuum visuals. This is really nice. Ooh, you had ambrosia. And soon I'll lift some of these zoning restrictions once the known corpses have been tidied up. Thank you, Glitch. Not really need to hack that one. Doesn't really lead anywhere. But Puik, let's have you take a Puik into these pod rooms. A launcher and probably another launcher. Yep. Okay, Turtle, I want you over here with Puik, and we'll start clearing out the hunter traps. Runloth, oops, is almost done with the corpses. And we get what, 5 plasteel a suit? Wait, are we not yielding plasteel from these suits anymore? Am I wrong? I'm 99% sure they used to yield plasteel. I'll double check, because I feel like I'm having a moment here. Moment of confusion. Come on. Let's go. Oh, it's gonna stab me. Because I won't bother stripping the vac suits if they're not doing plasteel anymore. No, 5 plasteel. 5 plasteel suit doesn't sound like much, but it adds up quick when you are stripping like a dozen of them. And then sometimes it's like marine armor or something better. Alright, let's get this hunter drone next. Thank you. And then this one. And then we get the advanced component box, which is really sweet. Okay, this is just another shuttle, I'm sure. But now that is hackable. So, just some corpse cleanup left to do. And I'll just micromanage it so as to make it run faster. There could be an enemy in this pod, so I'm going to want a few people present before popping that open. Oh, and there, yeah, I forgot about this one room. Is that the last dead body up here? Be nice to have another bloodlust in the crew so that I could do this quicker. It's too bad that psychopaths don't also have the bonus of like not caring about dead bodies, because that would be a way helpful. Okay, so now new area. This is going to be area 2. Invert it. And everybody except for Ruinloth is going to stay away from the corpses. Basically, the facility's fair game, and I'll just have to open up this last room. Alright, Puig, you are fixing up the walls. Yeah, that debris really did wreck us pretty good. So, Puig and Good. Let's go up here together. There's a lot of things to take here, too. So, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be spending... Okay, never mind. Not in there. I don't think I'm going to be spending a ton of time in this facility, stripping up everything. I don't think it's worth it. But I will take the silver before I go. And the survival meals. And then let's check the pod for danger. Ah, they're engaged. Congrats. The Good Glitch Union. Nope, just some joints. Sometimes there's like hostile soldiers in there, so it's a bit of a gamble. Alright, nice. So furniture coming with me, but I'm not going to bother stripping this exactly. Not in the same way I did before. Now that we have recon armor, there's a few different routes I could go. I could get precision rifling, shields, marine armor for better helmets, autocannon turrets, sniper rifles, marine armor, autocannon turrets, long-range scanning, and shields. Pick between these 5. What do you guys think? Up to you. Or a hospital. Yeah, I'll include hospital beds. Let me add that. I think for hospital beds, I need medicine first. I would need drug production to medicine... No, never mind. That's not true. Cheers. So we're nearly done stripping this facility of silver. But as I said, I'm not going to go for the carpets this time. Or the wood. Unless my chem fuel looks bad. No, my chem fuel's fine. You know, it might be time efficient to do anyway. Just because I have enough constructors and haulers. The reason why I'm hesitant, normally, is the time it takes to haul things from here to here is, like, not inconsequential. That's, like, a lot of distance. Which is why I didn't necessarily want to do it. With that in mind, Puig, it is time for you to get your... Oh, do I not have the bionic leg yet? I do. Bionic leg left. And let's make another bionic leg, because Ruinloth needs one. No, never mind. Let's get out of here. Everybody back to the ship. Look at the quality here. Yeah! There's a 2% chance. So there's only like that random critical fail chance. At current quality, I can launch again after 8 hours. We can hop around. We're a survey ship now, baby. Oh, shoot. Activate the shields. Actually, Puig, activate the shields, and then launch with everyone except for Puig not joining in. There we go. Shields are up. Bye, losers. So you guys wanted me to decide for myself where to go next. So what I wanted to do is head to the survey site for fuel efficiency. So I want to get as far as I can that direction as possible, while maybe finding a like a high hunting muffalo. That works. I'll just have to group hunt to top up our chem fuel on meat, because I think it's faster. Yeah, we do launch backwards. I like it. Throw it in reverse. Just get out of here, right? That's another bounty down, and as a result, we have amazing flight capabilities now. We basically don't crash, and our relaunch timer is 8 hours, meaning that, like, raids are a thing of the past. How can you raid us? We can launch in 8 hours, right? Like, that's just awesome. Yeah, the guns are in the front. That is what makes it the front. Yeah. All right, there's also an entrance danger here. And you guys want hospital beds research? Got it, will do. So the current priority is top up the chem tanks and head to survey. No. Who's doing the survey right now? Runeloth? Don't do it. We'll let you do the survey, or the surgery, not survey. Okay, wildlife. Plenty easy pickings. And you got torsoed once. Pretty good use of shields, just to be like, you know, she's fleeing for her life and we flip the shields on. Alright, zoning, everybody, unrestricted, because now they're out of their slow suits. Except for Glitch. Glitch never took his off because he was doing the surgery. The butchery isn't off so much as it is just set at a threshold. So I'm gonna unsuspend the chem fuel from organics, and we'll just keep butchery. The other thing I wanted to check is if there's like any plasteel or uranium. So checking for ore, there is silver, so that might not be bad to mine. There's no uranium ore as far as I can tell. No. I do have a huge stockpile of uranium, but no uranium ore. And there's only compacted machinery and steel. Okay. Can we already relaunch? Oh my god, we can. Oh god, that's fast. Alright, you wanted me to research hospital beds. I think that's wise, because resting in a hospital bed recovers HP faster than not. Also, if I'm here on land targets, let's flip the chem gens so they don't heat up the boat anymore. Because unless I'm planning to go to orbit, that I don't really need to keep that stuff on. having a power outage, but I thought it was... Oh, both my generators just... Okay, I see. Both of the chem gens were like, oh, we're empty. Launching that fast often would need a good fuel regen. Well, that's exactly why I'm going to this survey site. This survey site, their quest reward, reduces their fuel usage from 10 per cell to 7 per cell. Which is why I thought it would be a really good destination. Yeah, our chem tanks right now are basically empty because of the distance of the launch we did. So I'll also have Puig, while we're making chem fuel out of meat, I'll have Puig grab a whole bunch of wood for us. So that once we're out of meat to process, we have the wood to process too. And Ruin Loth's bionic leg is done. So because I'm just going to do the surgery now. And at this point, I think Puig has a missing finger, but apart from that missing finger, nobody has like problems with their body that can't be solved with bionics. So I think the last one is going to be the bionic arm for Puig, and then at that point we could do like bionic eyes for our shooters or bionic legs to outrun enemies, things like that. Bionic legs would really help in vac suits, but the counter argument would be maybe making recon armor would be a better use of our material. And I would agree with that. I'd rather have recon armor than vac suits because recon armor is higher armor, higher move speed. But bionic legs are also really helpful, especially on land. Glitch is already hooked up with good, despite, I think, only just getting over the death of Daedora. Yeah. It's, who am I to judge? I have not been in that situation. I don't think I'd make those choices, but... Is there... So in terms of faction alignment, we are getting close to Hatla and Trader Guild. Not quite allied with them, but close. And I would love to get allied with them. So all of this meat... One of the reasons why I'm filling up our chem fuel with meat is the byproduct of that is leather that then we can use for tailoring and for giving away. So it's I think there's more bang for my buck hunting for our chem fuel. Gonna get real awkward if we find res serum? Yeah. Absolutely. And then I won't forget about the engine danger that we can do before we depart. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey Grav Runners, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch a next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Grav Runners.